chiropractor's office. Today we're going to go over the basic chiropractic adjustment. So this patient has already gone through the case history. We've gone over what has been bothering her. So now we're going to do a basic spinal exam. And we typically start with the patient face down. And the first thing I like to do is to go right to the legs and the feet and to check the leg length. And to see if there's any imbalance there, which there is here. The right leg is looking a bit shorter than the left. So now I'm going to check the pelvis to see if there actually is if the leg is actually short, or if there's a little imbalance of the pelvis, which is causing that, which in this case it is. There's a little bit of a tilting of her pelvis, which is most likely just related to her posture, the way she sits, the way she sleeps. But it is causing an imbalance here, which every time she sits and stands, it's going to cause the spine to be a little tilted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these little wedges and put it under the pelvis in very specific areas, and then recheck those legs. And see, now they have gotten even. So that kind of confirms that the problem is all coming from the pelvis here. Now we can check the rest of the spine. And basically, we're going to go to each vertebrae and feel if there's proper movement, if the bones are lined up one on top of the way they're supposed to, if the muscles feel tight or knotted. If there's anything a little stuck, which there definitely is up here in the middle back, and over here, so once we get an idea of which vertebrae are a little bit out of alignment, we can then just try to loosen up the muscles. This makes the adjustment much easier, and it usually feels good. So we usually spend some time breaking up the tension in the muscles. Try to loosen everything up.
When an injury or chronic condition keeps you from doing what you love,
Very good.
you deserve a special
And after about a minute or two of that, we can then start our adjustments. We're going to start low and then move our way up. So we know that her pelvis is a little tilted, so we're going to try to put forces in the spine to untilt it or tilt it the other way. So we're going to have the patient turn on her right side, and we're going to hold your hands right here, bend this, and we're just going to put a little force right into the pelvis here, just a little push. Good. And now we're going to go on to the other side. And just do a little different angle over here. Beautiful. Now we're going to move all the way back. And that looks nice and even now. So now we know that we felt some areas in her upper back that were really restricted and locked. And now we want to try to get some movement there. We're going to cross the arms. Just gently put our hand right under those areas of the spine that need to move. And just give a little push in. Beautiful. Let your hands come down. Now we're going to check the neck. And just feel for anything that may be a little stuck, like right here. And I'm just going to let the head turn and give a little push. Little push. Beautiful. Everything else was pretty good. So that was a basic chiropractic adjustment. There are a lot of other things that we do. And for patients who don't like to maybe hear those little popping noises, there are more gentle things that we can do and we can talk to you about as well. Well, thank you and have a very good night.